I'm Jason Residlo, reporting from the University of Michigan's North Campus, where students are working on a 1,500-pound giant Rubik's Cube. It's on the second floor of the G.G. Brown building. The idea was first proposed by a group of engineering students on Pi Day. That's March 14th, 2014. 3 years later, and the giant Rubik's Cube is finally coming to life.
So Jason and I are involved. We're students here, and this is kind of a project that we get credit for in a class for mechanical engineering. It got passed down to us at the end of last year, so we've been working on it for a full year. And there were 4 students who started it 3 years ago, and so they've been working on it for the previous 2 years, and now this past year has been us kind of pushing it to the finish line.
Okay. Now, how many hours would you say that you put into this project?
A couple hundred hours, I'd say. Definitely, the other team has put probably 1,000 hours in or so.
Oh, wow.
So
what's been the most fun part, do you think?
I think the coolest part is like when it's all constructed, seeing people play with it and seeing them interact with something that we've actually made, and then going from the design phase and actually seeing. So we have a design on a 3D modeling software, and then we make renderings, and we think we know what it's going to look like, and then we have the final completed product, and it's kind of cool to see how it transforms over time.
All right. Now, would you say that it's modeled after the giant cube that's on the main campus, the one that people can spin?
Yeah, that was part of the inspiration for the original team when they came up with the project. They were playing with a Rubiks Cube, and they were trying to think of a senior design project. Then they thought of the cube down on Central Campus and kind of formed the idea of making a giant Rubik's Cube that people could play with up here on North Campus.
Okay. Now, how does the colors work? What did you do to get the different colors?
So all of the different panels are anodized aluminum, so they're anodized to be different colors. We have all of the original colors of Rubik's Cube except for white. We replaced that with purple. So other than that, everything's equivalent.
Now, I've seen pictures of this when it was finished, but now it looks like it's in pieces again. What happened?
Yeah, so they got a lot of wear and tear from everyone's usage. So now we're just working on tightening up all the bolts and making sure that we Loctite everything so everything will stay secure on the inside of the cube while people are playing with it. So this is kind of our last effort to make it more durable over time.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I don't think so. It's been a really fun project to work with, and we're honored that the original team handed it down to us, and we've been able to work with Professor Perkins on this project, and he's been a huge help.
The Rubik's Cube was completed on April 13th. Then it broke after hundreds of people played with it. Mechanical engineering students Ryan Kuhn and Jason Hoving are working to strengthen the blocks so they can stand the test of time.
This has definitely been like a once-in-a-lifetime experience working with Professor Perkins, who's been a huge help, as well as just talking to all the different stakeholders in the project. This is probably the largest project I've been involved with, so there's been a lot of deliberation in all of our decisions. We have to make sure that all the choices that we make are going to be the best ones because it'll affect the college as a whole.
All right. Now, he said he put 300 hours in. How many do you think you put in?
Yeah, about the same. We usually work on the project when we're together. Yeah, we don't do too much work independently.
All right, very good. Now, I'm guessing this is kind of expensive for all these pieces. Who's paying for everything?
So the college has been a huge supporter of the project, and I think the majority of the funding comes from them.
Oh, wow, interesting. Very
A
good.
lot of it actually also came from Professor Perkins' funding as well.
Okay. Now, is this something that will be on here permanent display, or is it only temporary?
We're hoping that it'll be up here permanently. Saw a lot of wear and tear in its first week of use, so we're making some adjustments, and hopefully after this it'll be able to be more durable and we can have people play with it for longer.
What would you say is the fastest time someone has put this thing together in the correct order?
The fastest time that we've seen was about 45 minutes.
This Rubik's Cube was inspired by the giant cube on the U of M's Central Campus located near the Michigan Union. And for those who are wondering, yes, the Rubik's Cube is meant to be touched and solved. Reporting from the University of Michigan's North Campus, I'm Jason Orsidlo for AmericaJR.com.